Well, well, if it isn't our good-hearted guest.
My lord, I come seeking an audience with your father, Lord Roose Bolton. I am here on behalf of the Night's Watch, and of my father, Sir Merrick of Renan's Rest.
A nobody from up north requesting an audience with my father, eh? That sounded a lot more like a demand now, didn't it? Demanding an audience right after butchering loyal Bolton men. It would be funnier if a common bandit weren't bringing me such a large bag of valuables. The punishment for theft is losing a hand. Assaulting a lord's tax collector is far more serious. And from what I'm told, you mince them so finely, you could make pies from them. Most lords would have had you executed for murder by now.
So those bandits, they were working for you. My pardons, my lord. It looked to me like they were pillaging your innocent subjects.
Innocent? When they pay me chaff and empty sacks as taxes, the people of the North have an obligation to their liege lord. They should know no good will come from defying me.
The man standing next to you told me this was the surest way to earn the attention of your father.
That much was obvious enough. But the good sir and I have already had a word about that. He'll think twice before going behind my back, like a good boy. But that leaves you. If I remember my table manners, it's polite to knock on the front door, not murder a few families. You've left me no alternative. I could hang you, but it's tradition to spend a night in the dungeons. Think about what you've done wrong. Bring whatever this thing is with us. I wonder if it's a screamer or a blubbering idiot. Go fetch Reek when you're done. I've found a little friend for him to play with.
Another one of your pet projects, son. I should think one would be more than enough. Let us show this stranger some hospitality. You had something important enough to kill people for. What was it?
Business of the Night's Watch, and the last wishes of my father, Sir Merrick. Someone at the tavern told me he would get me an audience with your lordship in exchange for a favor.
Just as well you didn't kill this guest. Hurting a member of the Watch would have even more houses in the north poised against us. I'm sure they were acting in self-defense. Release the bastard at once.
My thanks, my lord, for your mercy.
Don't be so sure. Your gambit brought you to me, though it nearly cost you your life. What news from Renan's Rest?
My father asked me to present this to the king.
Curious that your father thinks so highly of you. Most bastards couldn't dream of an opportunity like this. Regardless, I don't see the harm with indulging, Sir Marek. The North is in shambles. I need my men here. You, however, might be just the one I need.
Father, you cannot mean to...
Lord Tallheart is massing armsmen on his borders. He sent a knight with some men to settle the situation. They have not returned for weeks. Find out what the delay is, and I'll see about your father's writ.
Who is it I am looking for?
The knight is named Emil. A cousin or such of Lord Karstark, I'm told. 20 men, in case he'd have to enforce his lord's peace.
What do you suppose Lord Tallheart is planning?
Torrens Square was attacked by the Ironborn not long ago. We have, of course, taken it back. But Lord Tallheart is still dealing with the consequences of his negligence. That might require a rallying of banners, but not to the extent my scouts have reported. There are many men in the north who, much like your father, were exceptionally loyal to House Stark. Some of them might get ideas in their heads, if left unattended. I think you would agree that it is best for us to attend to them. Think of the North.
I will leave at once.
Ramsay was bleeding us dry, demanding tithe and using those bandits to take everything else. I'm ashamed of what I've done, but...
touch me. Have the Boltons send their lapdog to fetch me. You've got courage tracking me down, I'll give you that. But you should know, I've spilled better blood than yours. I'll send you to the old gods on the honor of my house.
Heard the clamour too, I take it.
What happened here?
Raiders. They hit the village across the knife at dawn. Sent a scout to see how bad it is, but he hasn't returned.
Why don't you go after him?
I have 20 men on their way to see this doesn't spread. I need eyes on the road.
Stop hiding and fight like a man!
That came from the fields.
Find that little shit before he brings down more men! He's around here somewhere. Keep looking! Another one! Cut him in half!
They were looking for the scout. He'll be hiding if he knows what's good for him. The scout's work, no doubt. Mountain clan boots don't leave tracks like this.
Thanks for the rescue. Took you long enough. Roderick sent only you. One bloody sword against a whole raiding band.
We'll make do. What have you found?
Mountain clan raid. Grey Wolves have been harrying our villages ever since the Boltons took over. Didn't get an exact count, but there's at least a dozen in there.
And the villagers?
Dead, most like. Or taken prisoner. Don't know what's worse. Best we join up with Roderick. Hit the bastards on their way out.
We can't leave those people to their fate. You report to Roderick. I'll free the villagers.
You're bloody mad. But if you're bent on getting yourself killed, they'll have eyes on the gate. But I did find a gap in the back wall. You can slip in through there. They took everything from us. They took everything from us. You saved my life.
Thank you. I will not forget your kindness.
There it is. Looks safer than the gates, at least. A gap in the back wall. Best have a look. men will need a way in.
By the gods! You made quick work of that. This raid, it doesn't sit right with me. The stories don't match up.
What's the problem?
The villagers say they barred the gates at the first sign of trouble. But the raiders got in anyhow. Folk are already pointing fingers. They'll be at each other's throats soon enough. We need to find the truth.
I need to ask you about the raid.
Nothing to say. Folk just panicking, looking to place blame because they're scared. They all are. But the only traitors here are the ones sitting warm in Winterfell.
I need to ask you about the raid.
Reckon Ulmer had something to do with it. He was stoking that damn fire of his to chase off the flies. Or so he said, the little bastard. Used the smoke to signal the raiders, I'm sure of it.
I need to ask you about the raid.
Well, I'll tell you this. It was Barber. Saw her ringing that damned bell of his, signalling the bastards.
Byron, the villagers suspect a traitor. What do you think?
I've been thinking on that. Raiders didn't even try to break down the gates. Going the same way you did. If there was a traitor, there was a signal. Find that, and you've got your man.
Not even smoldering. These logs haven't burned in days. These were torn off in a rush. Must have covered the gap I came in through. That banner. Easy to spot from miles around. Jonah better have a damn good reason for putting it up. Things so rusted the sound had barely carried to the other side. He'll have a story ready, no doubt. Best ask the neighbors first. What do you make of that banner?
Banner? What are you on about? There's no banners here, we're not a royal parade. Besides, no one but Jonah would have the coin for that kind of nonsense.
That red banner, what's it doing there?
Bolton colours. They came through a while back. Said every village had to fly their colours or pay the price. Didn't have much of a choice. Bolton soldiers don't ask twice.
I'd bet they don't ask at all. The banner's a signal for the Grey Wolf clan. Why'd you do it?
You! I didn't mean for it to go like this. You don't know what it's like. Them Bolton bastards. They came every week, sometimes more. Drunk, cruel. They come to my inn, take what they wanted. My daughter, Sarah. I begged them to stop, but they just laughed. I know the Grey Wolf clan's out for Bolton blood. So last time they came, I tore off the planks, signalled them with the banner. Figured we wanted the same thing. I didn't know they'd turn on the village. I just wanted to protect my girl.
Aye. I won't report you to Roderick, but know that your people's blood is on your hands.
I know. It's all my fault. And they killed her for it. My Sarah and my neighbours.
That's a burden you have to live with.
What did you find out?
There's no traitor, only rumors.
Aye, that happens. Tragedy like this hurts less when someone's to blame for it. Thanks for the help. We'll clean up the mess.
Oi, you there? I've got a deal for you. You've got some nice things on you. Reckon I'd like 'em for myself. I'll give you a fair price for it. In iron, that is. Howl all you like, you furry pricks!
What are you doing out here?
Oh, not a bright one, are you? What's it look like? The North's gone soft. More men should know when they're not of use. You furry pricks!
What are you doing out here?
Oh, not a bright one, are you? What's it look like? The North's gone soft. More men should know when they're not of use. You furry pricks! Pull all you like, you furry pricks!
I said, get back! Oi, you, sir! Help, please!
Retaking the castle took its toll. There's only a few of us left now. On top of the Grey Wolf attacks, well, you'd better get out of here before we run into more swords we can't handle.